From the Podwires newsroom at joinpodwires.com.
Good morning. This is your Podwires 5 Things briefing for Wednesday, September 10th. I'm bringing you the essential podcast industry news you need to know to start your day informed. I'm Miguel. Today's 5 stories span from a devastating loss in our industry to major labor victories, international expansion, and cutting-edge AI developments reshaping how we create and distribute audio content. Let's begin with our lead story. Podcasting pioneer Todd Cochrane dies unexpectedly. The podcasting industry is mourning the unexpected loss of one of its founding figures. Todd Cochrane, founder and CEO of Blubrry Podcasting, passed away suddenly on Monday morning while traveling after spending time with family on the West Coast. Cochrane was truly a pioneer in every sense of the word. Since founding RawVoice and Blubrry in 2005, he dedicated 2 decades to empowering podcasters with innovative tools and services. His influence extends far beyond his company. He launched one of the first podcasts, Geek News Central, and was among the earliest to secure advertising in podcasting. As Barry Kantz, board chairman and CFO at Blubrry, put it, Todd literally wrote the book on podcasting at a time when few even knew what it was. The impact of his loss ripples through an industry he helped create from the ground up. His son Ray captured the personal side of this professional legacy, saying, "Blubrry wasn't just my dad's work, it was his dream." The Blubrry team has committed to carrying forward Cochrane's mission, ensuring the platform remains a home for podcasters everywhere. Details on memorial services will be announced in the coming days. This is a profound loss for our entire podcasting community. Moving to labor news, there's significant progress in podcast industry worker protections. The 15-member union at Lemonada Media has unanimously ratified their first 3-year collective bargaining agreement, setting new standards for podcast production workers. The contract delivers substantial improvements. Minimum salaries jump to $70,000 for junior roles, with producer starting salaries rising to $87,000. Workers secured guaranteed annual raises, 2% this year, 3% in years 2 and 3. Beyond compensation, the agreement codifies a 40-hour workweek, establishes comp time policies, and creates a 4-week paid sabbatical for employees with 5 years of service. Perhaps most significantly, any employee with 6 months tenure receives a minimum 12 weeks of severance if laid off. This comes as PodX Group acquired a majority stake in Lemonada earlier this year in a deal reportedly worth $30 million. The union, which organized in June 2024, acknowledged the challenging industry climate while celebrating their achievement. This victory joins other unionized podcast companies, including Crooked Media, iHeart Podcast Network, and Spotify Studios, signaling growing worker organization across the industry. Australian media star Aaron Molen launches a U.S. podcast. International expansion is our third story. Australian journalist and media personality Aaron Molen is making her U.S. debut through a partnership with Salem Media Group, launching a 3 times weekly show available in both audio and video formats. The Aaron Molen Show launches with episodes every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 6 a.m. Eastern. Molen, a conservative commentator with over 20 years in Australian media, says the American market feels like a natural fit. Her credentials are impressive. Beyond her primetime Sky News Australia show, she successfully advocated for online safety legislation that became known as Aaron's Law after former Prime Minister Scott Morrison's reference. The Online Safety Act passed in 2021 following her campaign against online abuse. Salem's Phil Boyce calls her the thunder from under, particularly noting her advocacy for Israel and against anti-Semitic rhetoric. Salem Podcast Network reports 12% growth this year, with new talent like Molen expected to accelerate that trajectory. This represents a significant international talent acquisition for Salem, joining conservative voices including Charlie Kirk, Laura Trump, and Dinesh D'Souza. Zeno Media unveils AI-powered broadcasting revolution. Our technology story focuses on artificial intelligence reshaping broadcast production. Zeno Media yesterday announced Zeno Plus, an all-in-one AI-powered toolkit designed to modernize radio stations and podcasters' entire workflow. The platform's centerpiece is the Podcast Bot, an AI system that records radio streams, removes advertisements, inserts programmatic ad markers, generates transcripts, and creates SEO-friendly titles automatically. Over 8,000 recorded shows have already been processed through the system. Zeno Plus also introduces AI on-air talent, capable of producing professional weather, news, sports, and horoscopes in seconds. CEO Morris Berger emphasizes this isn't about replacing human creativity, but enabling broadcasters to spend less time on the back end and more time serving their audiences. Distribution capabilities span Android and iOS apps, Apple CarPlay, Alexa skills, Roku channels, and YouTube publishing. The platform includes purpose-built web development and AI-driven analytics for real-time audience insights. Chief Product Officer Chaim Gross says Zeno Plus was built from listening closely to what broadcasters actually need, modernization, without losing their unique identity. This represents a significant leap in broadcast automation technology. FlightPath partners with Backyard Ventures for enhanced analytics. Our final story examines strategic partnerships driving industry growth. FlightPath, the predictive analytics platform for on-demand media, has announced a collaboration with Backyard Ventures, a content creator partnership firm representing over 150 creators. Through FlightPath's forecasting and campaign performance suite, Backyard Ventures will modernize their sales operations, planning processes, and data management. The partnership aims to provide greater accuracy in revenue forecasting and identify new opportunities for creators and brands. Backyard Ventures manages an impressive portfolio: 25 million monthly podcast downloads, 600 million monthly YouTube views, 8 million newsletter subscribers, and 40 million social followers. John Jarvis, Vice President of Partnerships and Strategy, expects FlightPath's tools to strengthen support for creators and improve advertiser engagement. Lori Bonneau, FlightPath's Chief Revenue Officer, emphasizes their platform's precise forecasting capabilities will drive sustainable revenue growth. This reflects the industry's increasing focus on data-driven decision-making and operational efficiency. Those are your 5 essential podcast industry stories for Wednesday, September 10th. From honoring industry pioneers to celebrating worker victories, welcoming international talent, embracing AI innovation, and strengthening strategic partnerships, the podcasting landscape continues evolving at remarkable speed. Stay informed with Podwires as we track the developments shaping the future of audio. This has been your morning briefing. We'll see you tomorrow with 5 more essential stories. I'm Miguel, and don't forget to subscribe to joinpodwires.com and be a paid subscriber to support our works. Have a productive day.
That's your wrap. Want the inside track on podcasting? Joinpodwires.com is your next stop. Subscribe to the newsletter for the latest trends and tap into the marketplace to connect with jobs, creators, and brands shaping audio's future. Don't just listen, get involved. Head to joinpodwires.com today.